decide that it was going to start before I was ready. Anyway, I decided it was ready. I am going to be ready. Ye that is heavy laden and burdened. Ye that is professional and has skills. Ye that knows a lot and can do a lot. Ye that fixes many problems for others. Ye that is a go-to for most people. Ye that money is not coming to at the moment. I greet you. Good morning. How are you? This morning I have a sermon to preach, and my sermon is inviting you, ye that is heavy laden, to come to the fountain of new knowledge, to come to the river of new understanding, to drink from this river to your heart's content, to quench your thirst. To quench your thirst from financial freedom. To quench your thirst for simple liberties and freedoms. To quench your thirst for a life where you are able to meet your bill without drama. Come to the river. Come to the river. Come to the fountain of new knowledge. Come to the river of new knowledge. And let me tell you some things. The Lord sends me this morning to your rescue. Majority of you in this state are busy waiting for somebody else to come. I've seen even business people wait for people to come. They have started a business and they are waiting for someone who will come and help them run their business. They are looking for this Samaritan, this good Samaritan who will come, give up all their life, give up all their time, even whilst they cannot pay. I'm just asking them to come on board, and when we are able to pay, I will pay them. Nobody has that kind of patience, because you see, everybody's bills are impatient. My bills are impatient. My needs, my financial requirements are impatient. I'm not able to come on board to help you build your business without getting paid anything. Waiting for a good day when your business pays out, and praying that when that day comes, you will be faithful to me. It won't happen. It will not happen. Yeah. Do you remember that maybe the last 30 years in particular, there was a huge drive on TVET, technical skills. And at the time, we were pushing auto mechanic, we were pushing plumbing, we were pushing hairdressing, and we were pushing these trades onto people and asking people to take on these trades, because these trades at least can convert into tangible incomes quite quickly. Those trades were in things that people had needs for. As long as you have homes, you will need plumbers. It is inevitable. You will need a plumber. There's a law that says your plumbing cannot stay unproblematic for too long. It is inevitable that something in your plumbing will create an issue and you will need a plumber. And yeah, since time immemorial, plumbers have had a £150 call-out charge before they come and see what damage has been done, before you pay for parts, before you do whatever. Yeah. A hairdresser, invariably something will happen and you will need to fix your hair. Even those of us who like to do our hair at home, there are some things about your hair that you can't do. For some of you, it's coloring. You can't color yourself. For some of us, it is even the wash and the blow dry. For my type of hair, it is the retwist. I do not know how to retwist and do so with any... I cannot. Let's just not sugarcoat it. I can't do anything sensible with my hair, and so for my hair I need to outsource to somebody who knows what they are doing. Yeah. Well, you see, in 2026, the advice has moved on, really. The advice has moved on. The advice has moved on onto online trade. We are now doing online trades. There are some people sitting on the internet with a call-out charge. They never leave their house. But for them to attend your meeting, to discuss your need, to agree what to do, they do have a call-out charge. It's a flat rate. You pay that, and you are able to tell them your problem, and they will have a look and see if they can fix it for you. It's a call-out charge. There are people sitting on the internet with call-out charges. Did you know that? Yeah. Those people have learned online trades. And especially if you are able to position your trades in line with the market, so that most people are likely to need the service you are offering. And especially if you're really good at doing this thing, the top end clients will come to you. They will. And when they come to you, you will deliver. And they will pay you based on the outcome, not on the time. And if you are really efficient in delivering the outcome without wasting a lot of the time, then you could be called out by numerous people. And in fact, you can take multiple call outs, and then you can stagger how you deliver. That has become very attractive now, because you can actually have AI automations. You can have templates. It's plug and play. You have your website templates good to go. What you need is for a person just needs to be, they need to tell you what they are after. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you this morning. This message is my sermon to thee who is heavy laden. Ye who is burdened, ye who is at work and being put to work without work really transforming much of your outcomes. You are the person I'm addressing this morning. The super professional with an empty bank account. I greet you this morning. Your bank account may not be literally empty, but your needs surpass what is in your bank account. I greet you this morning. I acknowledge you this morning. You have been working for so long for things to change, and things are not changing. Assalamu alaikum. You listened to advice. You went to school. You got skills. You got qualifications. You built capacities. You perfected processes. But you seem to be stuck in a place. You are heavy laden. Oh, you are heavy laden. You've got serious burdens. You've got serious burdens. And I invite ye with such burdens to come to the river of life, to come listen to the good news this morning. The good news is that the internet is making the marketplace very accessible for everybody. Because of the internet, you can have clients in multiple countries. I was just looking at my sales yesterday. Yesterday, I made sales in 3 continents. 3 continents. I live in a whole different continent, and I made sales in 3 different places, 3 different continents, various different time zones. I wasn't even there when the sale was made. I was at work, selling my time. And that is why people like me will make progress over the next few years. And I have made a lot of progress over the last 5-6 years in particular. I remember in 2019, getting on board and building my first course to put on Udemy. And I compared that to the life I lived from 2019 to this place. When I threw out my assets, when my assets monetized, when my pages monetized. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. It is so important that you need to go to one of these AI tools, the LLMs, large language models, and tell the LLM about you. Sometimes you don't even need to talk too much. You just upload your CV. Upload your CV to this LLM and tell it to help you identify the online trades that you might be able to deliver. Are you able to deliver these outcomes as you are currently, or do you need to learn something, or do you need to tweak something to be able to deliver these things? And whatever it suggests you do, you get on and you do. Then return to the LLM and ask it. I've been doing line manager meetings for years, so LMMs is what comes to my mind, but I mean LLM. Yeah. Go to the LLM again, ask it. Okay, you asked me to go and learn such a thing. I have now learned it. How do I package it? And it will tell you how to package it. Thank it very much. Get off and go start packaging. You need to do this in single steps. Do not watch too many things. Because if it gives you the whole strategy, it will overwhelm you, you will run away, and you will not even get started. So one step at a time. Look at my CV and tell me which skills that I can be selling. Tell me how I can package these skills. Log out immediately and go get started implementing the advice he gave you. Start packaging, package about 3 or 4 or 5 of them into assets. And when you have got 3, 4, 5 assets, come back to the LLM and say to it, hey, you told me to go package them. Now they are here already packaged. What should I do next? LLM. And it will tell you how to position your assets and how to distribute your assets to make sure that large numbers of people access whatever you have packaged. To help you write the sales copy, it will tell you to go and copy the sales copy and place them in places. Get out immediately and start copying the things that you are supposed to copy and place where you are supposed to place. Go and get busy placing. Place them exactly where they tell you to place. And then when you finish, bring whatever you have built and ask it to review it. Review it. Is this what you wanted me to do? Have I achieved what you set me out to achieve? Okay, what next? I have built things. How do I sell them? It will give you a sales strategy. And you get on and you start executing the sales strategy. After you have executed the sales strategy, you ask it to scale. You are now ready to scale. Can it give you a strategy to scale this business? Scale the hell out of it. Scale. And if you go through that process over the next few weeks, ye that is heavy laden will become owner of assets. You will become owner of a network of assets. You will make those assets that you own viable. You become the owner of viable assets. And as the owner of viable assets, you are then in a position to stream significant income or trickle income in as may be applicable to what assets you built in the first place, which will also be determined by the capacity you brought to the table anyway. A person who is able to build agents and to throw those assets is going to be in a whole different position compared to those who can do creative writing. There are some assets that are more saleable than others. If it finds you assets that are not deemed very saleable, my recommendation is that you go back to the drawing table, look at your skills, have a look and see which of your skills you can scale. Which one can you upskill? So that you will get more saleable assets and you put those on the market. Once you have those saleable assets on the market, you are in a very strong position to solve your problems. As I said, this gospel is not a nice gospel that I am preaching. Most of you would like me to sit here and tell you I've looked into the future and the Lord said He's going to be merciful to you this year. He's going to send you a helper of helpers. The greatest helper He's going to send to you is yourself. And for some of you, that will be your only helper. There are some of you who have been given so many skills, so many gifts, so many abilities. The Lord is not about to waste another time finding somebody else to come to your aid. You are so educated, you should make a lot of money. Nobody else is about to give you money. You are so talented. You have been given 5-6 people's talents. It's actually your job to work those talents and to use those talents to benefit those who may not have been as blessed as you are. That is your job. And no, on top of all those talents and all those abilities, the Lord is not about to send you no destiny helper. He has already been your destiny helper. He has already helped your destiny. He has given you parents that gave you education. He has given you friends that invited you onto training programs. People that helped you to frame your career. He has gifted you with a career, especially those of you who are gifted with careers that allow you to develop multiple capacities like I have. I am a teacher, but I'm a graphic designer because you do need to be a graphic designer. I am now an AI prompting pro. My children and I we were laughing yesterday because I asked my AI to teach a lesson for me, explain something, and I asked the AI to introduce herself as Mariam. And I forgot to change Mariam's voice to become female. And so I played a video for them where Mariam, my Mariam, was busy teaching them with a man's voice. Hey, listen up. Listen up, grade 8s. This is Mariam, Dr. Mamet's teaching assistant. And the children are like, Miss, your Mariam is very interesting. Yes, I am able to now do that. I can do that. Because in my job, you need to find creative ways to explain. And so in doing that, you build lots of multimedia skills. I'm a great video editor. Also from this. Yeah. The Lord is not about to send me another helper. He sent me all the help I already need. So listen to me, ye that is heavy laden. Ye that is overburdened by bills. Ye that is feeling pressed from all angles and seeing very few outlets. Ye that is overly skilled and underutilizing. I present to you your Redeemer, your own Redeemer, your personal Redeemer, that is yourself. And I present a simple blueprint that your Redeemer can use to completely overhaul your life. I'm not telling you something I've not done. I'm not telling you something I've not done. I have been here. I have made many courses. I have sold multiple numbers of courses. I've enrolled many people onto my classes. And that money, my record remains 75 people in my class for a month. all paying me $150. Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy amount of money for me in that 1 month. And that 1 month, when I managed to stream that kind of money into my system, it changed the game for me completely. It did. It really did change the game. Enabled me to do things. Allowed me to do stuff. And I'm telling you, not from theoretical reading, but from practical experience, the life transforming factor. That is you finding new ways in which to stream income. And especially using existing skills. For me, I was an educator. I already know how to teach very well. I have the skills to explain. I can teach Spanish to a monkey, and I don't even speak Spanish. Yeah. I have nailed the principles of instruction to a T. I can't teach Spanish to a monkey without speaking a word of Spanish. I can now find tools that will prepare lesson resources in Spanish fluently. I can stack a lot of these things, and the students who are in my class will have a phenomenal experience. A much better experience than a lot of people who would be in front of Spanish speakers. Yeah, I can teach Spanish to a monkey without speaking a word of Spanish. Well, I can teach anything to anybody then. And I better get on the program and start teaching anything of my choice. But make it strategic so that the things that I choose to teach are things that are needed in the market. So that I solve a problem for a large number of people, and their willingness to acquire my solution may also transform my life. This is the blueprint that I have for you. And in this blueprint, the greatest thing is that you have control. It is up to you. It is in your hands. You are not praying and waiting for anybody else. You don't rely on somebody else's mercy. You don't need to advocate. No, you just need to act. You do it. You do it. And you can do it in your own time. And if it is important to you enough, if you have identified enough whys, and you commit to do the needful, things will change, and they will change for you quite quickly. That's the good news. It doesn't take a long time for change to come. Change can come like that. All you need is to be able to stream in $5,000, $10,000 in a month. And majority of people's lives will transform. Yeah. That's all you need. Here, preaching daily, asking you to ascend from the low rungs that you find yourself. Ascend from the limiting lives that you currently live. Ascend from the places that do not represent your dream, your hope for your life. Charge upwards, charge forwards. Take baby steps daily. And every day, try and accelerate a little. After a period of acceleration, you will build momentum, and acceleration will come more naturally, come easier to you. These are some of the truths of this journey. On this day, the 7th of January, 2026. We've done a week in this year. Can you believe it? A quarter of a month already. How is 2026 going? Hopefully, even if life hasn't changed, you have begun to listen to the advice on these feeds. You have been galvanized by the movement. You are motivated to join the ascenders, and you are working to push yourself on the ascent. You are not going to see results yet. This is not magic. This is not get out of jail quick. This is systemized progress. And systemized progress requires one important factor: time. When you systemize, you need time. Yeah, you need time for the systems to act. And so, it's a week. You will not see results. But believe me, in the frames, things are changing in your favor. Keep pushing. You have to know the law of inertia. Newton has 3 laws. We normally use them in classroom scenarios and we don't apply them to common life, but it applies so well. If you have a heavy object and you want to move it, that heavy object will have inertia. That inertia will provide resistance when you try to move it. And so you push it, it doesn't budge. You need to add more force and you push it, it doesn't budge. You need to reevaluate and push it again, it does not budge. And as you incrementally apply additional force, you will end up at a threshold. There is a threshold that you will approach. And when you approach and reach and breach this threshold, you will finally nudge it and it will move. And once you nudge it, when you overcome the initial inertia, it is a whole lot easier to move it. If you imagine that you have a car on a hill and you manage to get it rolling, it will keep rolling and it will go downhill. It will accelerate under the influence of gravity. And the amount of push you will need to apply will become incrementally reduced. If you manage to get it on some oiled surface, when there is lubrication, you can move easier. And if it says something with an engine and the engine kicks in and it begins to move, it will move on its own. So those of you from places where you've seen very poor cars, they will push it, and then finally the engine kicks in and they'll jump in. Yeah. And past that point, we are good to go. Whoa. Yeah, that's what we are doing here. We are building momentum. And off the back of that momentum, we are getting things either to overcome inertia. And if it's already moving, we are moving it to pick up more speed and pick up more speed so it can go forward. I am very happy to see you. It's wonderful to have you here. I hope that this conversation is something you get some time to ponder over. And I pray that when you ponder over these things, you are also very clear of the actions you've got to take. Assalamu alaikum. We will be back for the evening Ascenders address. See ya.